Welcome back to our channel, where we explore all things Zodiac and beyond. In today's video, we'll uncover how to calm down an angry Aries man, one of the most fiery and intense personalities of the Zodiac. You'll learn how Aries men typically express anger, what emotional triggers fuel their rage, and how to approach them in a way that leads to real peace and understanding. Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac, ruled by Mars, the planet of war and raw energy. This gives the Aries man a bold, headstrong nature and a quick temper. He reacts quickly, often without filtering his emotions, and his anger can arrive suddenly and burn hot. Fire is his element, which means he doesn't stew or dwell. He explodes, then cools just as fast. But if mishandled, that fire can spread and cause damage, emotionally and relationally. Understanding the elemental energy behind his reactions is key to calming him down in a meaningful way. The Aries man values respect, honesty, and autonomy. He becomes angry when he feels challenged, belittled, or trapped. He also despises indecision and passive aggression. If he senses that someone is withholding their true feelings or trying to manipulate a situation, his inner fire flares up. He is straightforward and expects others to be the same. Criticism, especially when it comes from someone he cares about, can sting deeply, even if he hides the pain behind loud words or sudden silence. His anger often masks a deeper sense of frustration or vulnerability. When an Aries man is angry, the worst thing to do is to match his fire with fire. Arguing back, raising your voice, or trying to control the situation will only escalate things. Dismissing his feelings or telling him to calm down in a forceful tone will likely intensify his rage. Emotional games or silence treatments may also trigger him further, as he values open expression and honesty. Trying to reason with him during the heat of his anger is often futile. Instead, it's better to give space, observe, and approach at the right moment. The Aries man needs movement and action to release intense emotions. When he's angry, physical activity or solitude can help him reset. Walking away, not as a punishment, but as a gift of space, can give him the breathing room he needs. This doesn't mean abandoning him, but rather respecting his process. Aries' energy is fast and intense, but burns out quickly. Once the fire fades, he often sees things more clearly. Silence filled with tension only fuels him, but respectful distance allows him to cool down without pressure. Once his anger softens, the Aries man responds best to clarity and sincerity. He may not say it, but he respects courage in others, especially the courage to speak openly. Be direct but gentle. Acknowledge his feelings without enabling harmful behavior. Avoid placing blame or rehashing the argument. Instead, express how you feel in honest, simple terms. Use "I feel" rather than "you always" to prevent defensiveness. Even in emotional moments, the Aries man values authenticity over emotional overload. Calm, clear truth brings him back to center. Words alone are not enough for an Aries man. He pays attention to action and integrity. If the argument stemmed from broken trust or unmet expectations, restoring calm will require consistency. The Aries man doesn't hold grudges, but he remembers who shows up with honesty and who doesn't. Apologies mean little unless followed by visible change. Rebuilding peace with him means aligning your actions with your words. He respects people who take ownership, speak truth, and keep moving forward without wallowing in the past. Underneath the rage is often a wounded sense of pride or a fear of being disrespected. Though he seems strong and self-assured, he is more emotionally raw than he appears. Mars gives him courage, but it also strips away his emotional armor. His anger can be a way of protecting a softer core that doesn't know how to express pain in more vulnerable ways. Seeing this doesn't excuse bad behavior, but it invites compassion. When you understand that his anger is sometimes a cry for deeper connection or clarity, you can approach with less fear and more empathy. To truly maintain peace with an Aries man, it's important to honor his need for independence and clarity. Avoid power struggles, hidden motives, and emotional games. He thrives in relationships that are both passionate and transparent. Conflict is not something he fears. It's how the conflict is handled that defines whether he stays connected or pulls away. Keep communication direct, stay honest, and above all, let your words match your actions. When he feels respected, he is generous, protective, and deeply loyal. The Aries man's anger is not a storm to fear, but a fire to understand. It flares quickly, but behind it lies a desire for truth, strength, and connection. Calming him down begins with space, deepens with honesty, and is healed through meaningful action. Have you ever experienced an Aries man's anger? What helped you bring peace back into the moment? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your reflections. Thanks for watching. If you found this video meaningful, subscribe to Zodiac and Beyond for more thoughtful reflections and celestial wisdom. Until next time, stay aware, stay aligned, and stay true to your inner light.